Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss cube. Okay, cards that stand out to me here as good. I think Wheel of Fortune's probably pretty good. Burn through your hand, and then control, draw another 7 cards. You can animate dead. Res deck's pretty good. We're looking for the most unfair things. I presume Wheel of Fortune is pretty unfair. If your opponent has like 5 to 7 cards in hand and you have like 1, that's some pretty good card advantage. Metamorph's a good card, but I mean, I presume I'm looking for the most unfair things to do. I mean, Animate Dead's cool because you can get a creature from either graveyard, which I do like. Avenger's a nice big finisher, but finishers typically aren't too difficult to find. I guess we'll take Wheel of Fortune. I would prefer to not make a red deck wins just because they're not unfair enough, but I think Wheel of Fortune can be good. Well, I'm a big fan of Force of Will in a format that's got a bunch of unfair things going on, so I kind of want to take that. Gilded Lotus is, of course, a good ramp card. Nothing else in here is pretty crazy, but I am a big Force of Will fan, so I think I'm going to take that. Alright, got past Channel. Channel is about as unfair as it gets. I mean, then you just have to get some big colorless cards, and Channel does some ridiculous stuff. I think we got to take it. I mean, you see any Eldrazi, you see any big artifacts. Channel just lets you do crazy stuff on turn 2, so I think we'll take that. Like I said, we are looking for unfair cards. I mean, there's Counterspell in here, which would pair well with our Force of Will, because Counterspells in this format are insane. But I think Channel is just takes the cake on ridiculous power level wise card. I mean, there's times where you just can't play Channel, definitely, but when you can, it is insane. Alright, Yawgmoth's Bargain. Skip your draw step, pay a life to draw a card. This is probably decent. I could see that being good for like a Storm deck. It's a little bit pricey, I guess. Arbor Elf, some ramp, which I'm okay with. This certainly isn't one of the better ramp options. Factor Fiction is cool because it's instant speed. And it lets you find stuff. I'm okay with Factor Fiction here. I mean, it is good. 4 mana, presumably draw 2 to 3 cards. Guess we'll take it. Okay, Eternal Witness is good. Llanowar Elves is some ramp. Kind of want the Witness. I think that's pretty powerful. Okay, Solemn's, you know, pretty decent. Some ramp. Fixing. Ramp, fixing, value. Not so good off a Channel, though. Could take the Bloodstained Mire, but I don't have any lands to support it yet. It doesn't mean I won't get them, though. Deathrite Shaman it's good against certain decks. Like, it's good against the res decks. And it has a chance to ramp if I get some... actually, if my opponent plays fetches, it works, too. Deathrite Shaman's not bad. I think I'm going to take Solemn. It's not as unfair as I would like, but I'll take it. Alright, I actually am a fan of Nissa. She's a win condition as well as a ramp for fatties. Her ultimate is not, it's not like it's busted, but both her +1s are really good. I like Caracas too. There's some really cool stuff you can do with Caracas. And actually, I guess if we ramp out Eldrazi, Caracas is good against us. But I've been a fan of Nissa in the format, so I'll take her. Okay. Probably want the Caryatid. It's ramp. There's Villainous Wealth, which is actually... Villainous Wealth's kind of actually cool with channel. Problem is you need 3 green symbols and a black and a blue to be able to even cast it. It seems difficult to cast. I think we want some fixing here. Fixing and ramp makes more sense to me. And the hexproof is certainly not irrelevant on Caryatid. Okay, first pack is back again. I think we'll take Steam Vents. Nothing else really matters here. I mean, Courser's okay, but not like busted or anything. And Steam Vents is going to let us play Wheel of Fortune, which I think I still want. If I end up with a bunch of ramp, Wheel of Fortune can be real good. If you just power out a bunch of ramp and then cast Wheel of Fortune. And Steam Vents is good because you can search it up with stuff as well. Okay, Elves of Deep Shadows ramp, it potentially gets us into black, which is okay. Otherwise, Rootbound Crag is more ways to play Wheel of Fortune. Not that that's like essential, but I'll take it anyway. There might be some other red thing I want to splash for. None of these cards really matter. I guess I'll take the Waste. Chance maybe we play some white. Alright, I'll take the Arbor Elf here. Just get a little bit more ramp. Land over Waste fixes for black, I guess. And Bargain is good, but take the Arbor Elf. I guess we'll take the Dragon Lord. I don't think we're going to play it. Lodestone, sure. Messenger, okay. So, decent pack one. We got a little bit of ramp. We got the Channel, which is the most unfair card we have. We're looking for enormous things to cast for 2 mana. Ooh, Ancestral Recall is pretty sick. Yeah, I think we gotta take that. What else is in here that's good? I don't know, some green cards that are decent. A Sword, which is fine. Recurring Nightmare's not busted, but it's a fun card. Progenitus is pretty awesome. But not so good with Channel. We'll take it. I mean, you can't pass Ancestral Recall. It's just a insanely good card. I'll take Primetime. He's good. He's certainly not busted in this format, but he's good. Mox Diamond's okay too. I like Venser. Venser Caracas was a fun little thing I've done before. It's not busted, but it's nice synergy. I'll take Primeval. We're kind of looking for at least a couple good finishers, I guess. Primeval's not quite high impact enough in this format, so I'm still actually looking for Eldrazi or Mere Battlesphere. I'd settle for that. At least it's something I can channel into relatively quick. Even Karn or Ugin. Karn or Ugin off channel, I'll settle for. Sundering Titan's a good one, actually. What I like about Sundering Titan is you can basically channel into it if you're on the draw and like destroy 2 lands. Basically bring your opponent back down to nothing and you've got a 7/10. Not busted, I know, but against certain decks I think Sundering Titan could be pretty awesome. Plus it's like when it enters or leaves, right? Yeah, so otherwise it's like I actually like Daze quite a bit. No one really expects it. And Gush is cool too, but not exactly what we're looking for, I guess. We'll take Sundering Titan. I'm okay with that. I mean, Vengevine's okay. I think we probably want some more ramp. I'll probably take the Fyndhorn Elves. More ramp. Okay. Batterskull. There's also Noble Hierarch. Hierarch fixes for blue as well, which is not irrelevant. Force of Will's not looking so good right now just because we're low on blue spells. Currently, Shardless Agent goes into Channel, Caryatid, Recall, Arbor Elf, Fyndhorn Elf. It's okay. It's not bad. Big Garrick's a pretty good one, though, but he's color intensive, which makes him a little more difficult to play. I don't mind taking Batterskull, though. It's more like channel, early channel fodder. Batterskull's not the best to channel out, though, because the real value of Batterskull is, like, they can't get rid of it, because you can return it. And if you're channeling into it, you're still going to end up paying a fairly clunky cost, I think. Guess I'll take it anyway, but like I said, it's not as exciting. Terracodon's a sweet one. There is Raphelos as well, but what I love about Terracodon is how powerful it can be. Just how powerful it can be in certain spots. I mean, you can basically just like blow up all your opponent's planeswalkers, take out lands, pick and choose. You don't even have to do all three. And it is something we can channel into. It's a little bit color intensive yet. Raphelos is amazing, but I've got a soft spot for Terracodon. That's tough, actually. I may need to take Raphelos just because of how dirty it is with playing a bunch of forests. I mean, it's pretty filthy. You can basically play 6 drops on turn 3. I guess I gotta go for Raphelos. It's the cheap spells take priority. None of these cards matter. I mean, granted, there's Workshop, but we don't have a ton of... Bizarre Baghdad's more for like Storm or Ramp. Or not Ramp, Reanimator, excuse me. Yeah, I don't really care about any of these spells. Maybe if I see more artifacts, there's a chance Workshop gets in, but not super likely. Watery Grave is more fixing for black, but... So I could play like Dragonlord Silumgar. I don't know how good this is, though. It's not that great. Rishadenport can be good. When you're ramping, you can shut down your opponent's lands. It's okay. I guess I'll take it. Progenitus, not that useful. If I end up getting Natural Order, I'm going to want it. Otherwise, Master of the Wild Hunt's good, but it's not like busted in this deck or anything. I guess we'll take Progenitus on the off chance that we find a way to make it work. Could actually take Sneak Attack, but Sneak Attack Progenitus actually isn't that good. Sneak Attack's better with the Eldrazi, because then you at least get... It's actually insane with Woodfall Primus too, but I'll take Progenitus on the chance that we can make it work. I guess I'll take Mox Diamond. It's free ramp. Free, in, quotations. I guess Gush, but I don't think I want to play it. Olivia can be annoying. Maybe I'd take her. I'm not going to play Gush. I'm just going to hate Olivia. I don't have a lot of removal, so I feel like she can steal our stuff. Alright, Tezzeret can search stuff up for us, I guess, but not that good. Alright, so pack 3, still on the hunt for an Eldrazi. I'm going to take Signet here. I feel like I could use maybe a little bit more ramp. Honor of the Peer is just good in certain, token-based decks. This deck still needs some work, for sure. Both Tezzerets. So, I've got a Progenitus speculatively that I can make it work if I can find Natural Order or even a Green Sun Zenith with Channel. Although, I guess we're starting to get pretty deep if you do that. Here's a Kozilek, so that's just what the doctor ordered, I think. And nothing else in here that's too crazy good. Vortex is powerful red card, but not as busted in a powered cube for sure. All right, we'll take Kozilek. I definitely want him. Okay, Scepter can't... Oh, could I do Ancestral Recall? I could, so I could draw 3 every turn. But that's... yeah, I can't do Channel. So I could draw 3 cards every turn, but the problem is that's the only card that works with it. And it doesn't, read win the game, so I don't think it's worth pursuing. I could take more fixing for red. I like Moloku. I actually do like Moloku, but maybe just want Ponder, but that's not insane either. I mean, I can just take Crater's Claws, actually. Yeah, I guess that makes sense with Channel. If I'm ever ahead on life, you can just win. I guess we'll go for it. It's like it's Channel Fireball. All right, Karn, I'm just gonna slam. Consecrated Sphinx is good too, no doubt. But Karn with Channel, I just love the idea of turn 2 Karn. It's just pretty insane. Here's our Green Sun. Fauna Shaman can find our fatties if we have the channel. But Green Sun, well, Green Sun only gets Progenitus off channel. Because I doubt I'm going to get to 11 mana too easily otherwise. But it does require 3 cards. Fauna Shaman does find stuff for us. You can ditch your Rampers for better creatures, which isn't bad. I do like the versatility of Green Sun, but in this deck it's a little less good. Only because we don't have as many high-end green guys to find. We pretty much just have like Primeval. And, I mean, yeah, we have Progenitus, but I don't need to play Progenitus. I'm going to take Fauna Shaman. I think there's some good applications in this deck for it. Okay, I can take Grim Monolith. It's some pretty big ramp. Garruk's good. Actually, Garruk works with Progenitus. That is a way to get Progenitus out. A way that I like more. I like getting Progenitus out with Garruk more than I like getting it with Green Sun, because I feel like Garruk just is going to just be better. Otherwise, Grim Monolith is very good too. The problem is, like, Progenitus is the only good guy we can really get off Garruk with it, but you can also just dig up a bunch of creatures. I feel like I probably want Grim Monolith, though. Turn 2 into turn 3, 6 drops. Potentially 7 drops if I have a turn 1 ramp. So I can just naturally cast Karn off. Yeah, I think we go for that. Alright, Tooth and Nail's pretty big. I think we want this. This is something we can legitimately channel into. And then just... That also does technically work with Progenitus, but at this point I don't even know if I'm going to do Progenitus. But Tooth and Nail I'm okay with. I think we got to do a cut at this point. I probably don't want Lodestone Golem necessarily. Bonfire does not really work with channel unless it's off the top. Here's Time Twister. It's a little bit easier to cast for our deck than, say, Wheel of Fortune. There's also Stomp Howler, which is probably pretty awesome in this format. I could take Time Twister and just play it instead of Wheel of Fortune. Alright. Deranged Hermit is decent. Awakening Zone's only decent too. I like Deranged Hermit though. What I like about it is how strong it can be. If you ramp into it early, I mean, it's a lot of power on the board for 5 mana. Even if you end up paying the Echo, you're getting decent value. Mystic Snake's pretty fun, though. I don't think Progenitus is happening. I mean, I guess we could do it with Tooth and Nail, though. Possibly. Well, I guess it depends on what wheels. I'll take the Hermit. Mystic Snake, I think, actually would have been a fine pick there, though. Alright, Krosan Grip is nice to at least have in sideboard. I'm sure you can main deck it, but I'll take it for stuff I can't deal with. Ponder, maybe. I'm not going to play any of these other cards. Stunted Growth's actually, Stunted Growth's good. Good sideboard tech against like control-ish decks. If you resolve it, it can be really crippling. I've had it cripple control players before. Maybe I fear Brimaz. I don't need... I guess Bloodline Keeper can be good too, but Brimaz comes out so early, I feel like I'm scared of it. Alright, none of these cards matter. Maybe Firestorm because we have the ramps, but we don't have that many ramps. Dragon, I don't know. None of those cards really I fear all that much. Alright, Garruk. So Garrick at this point gets the best we could hope for is Deranged Hermit, Primeval, and Progenitus to cheat it out. I think I'm going to take Search for tomorrow, get some more ramp. Hate the Fire Blast. It's pretty sick for red deck wins. Alright, so only an okay deck. Not insane, but I mean we have Channel and we have Karn, Sundering Titan, Kozilek as legitimate, and Batterskull, I guess, as legitimate. And actually, Channel into Batterskull, I guess it's okay because then you get the lifelinker right away, so it offsets that life you had to pay. Unfortunately, I don't actually think blue's very good in here beyond the Ancestral. I probably don't even want to play Force and Fact and Time Twister. Maybe I should have taken Garrick then. Because, like, the reason that I don't want to play these is, like, Force of Will's good, but not good when you don't have a lot of blue spells. Ancestral's worth splashing for, I think. I mean, I've got the fixing for it pretty easily, probably, right? Mox Diamond, I guess. We're going to play Creator's Clause for sure. Maybe we do Lodestone Golem. I mean, think about it. If you channel turn 2, pay a bunch of life, play Lodestone Batterskull, you just make all their stuff more expensive and you've got like a ridiculous start. That could be good. Or like you start with the Karn and Lodestone. Basically, as many colorless things as we can shove in here, I think are going to be good. Let's dump the blue. Beyond Ancestral, I think. I'm trying to count how much ramp we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sort of, 9 sort of. I mean, we have a good amount of ramp. I can probably play... Well, the problem with Mox Diamond is you don't want to run less lands with Mox Diamond. That doesn't exactly make sense, since you have to ditch a land to do it. Maybe I do play... Yeah, I probably play 17 lands in here. Yeah, I think I still have to play 17 lands. So I don't have any way to get Progenitus beyond Tooth and Nail, but is that still enough? I guess I should have picked up Garrick then. But like I said, I still have plenty of things to channel kill with. The old channel Fireball is presumably good enough, especially with ramp. If I have access to red mana, I probably can do channel plus put the few extra mana in it, and Creator's Clause is just gonna be lethal. I can do Croson Grip. It's not insane. I don't want to do Progenitus just for Tooth and Nail. I don't like that. That doesn't seem good enough for me. I'm basically just playing Signet as ramp, which also isn't very good. I can main deck Stunted Growth. There's places where it's good. There's going to be places where it's real bad. Like, playing it super early is I feel like pretty detrimental. Like, ramping into it, I think is good. I guess I'm okay with main decking Croson Grip, and then maybe we just play 17 lands. I mean, I'm going to find a target for this, I'm pretty sure. Most people are going to be playing artifacts. And I don't have much else, I guess. Okay. Sort by color. So 1 blue, 1 red. To get blue, we have Caryatid, Search for Tomorrow. So we can play 1 island. And Primeval to get it too. So yeah, that's fine. So 1 island, and we have Rootbound Crag. So that's for red. Oh, we have Steam Vents. Okay, so Steam Vents can be found off of... Oh, I can't find it off this, can it? Okay. It's a little bit of an issue then. One less way to cast Ancestral. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even hurt the mana base that much if we're basically mono green to play like Steam Vince, Rootbound Crag, one island, or yeah, one island, one mountain, and Mox Diamond too. That, yeah, because then we're still running plenty of green. And we have Fauna Shaman to find good creatures, I guess. Oh wait, Mox Diamond plus 16 lands. So we're going to run 16 lands. I still think that's okay. Port, I guess, too. And then if we add lands, we run one island, one mountain, 11 forests. That's what I was going to do. I mean, I feel like that's enough. With how many ramp spells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, we have a few ramp spells for sure. This is interesting. This deck's not insane. Channel's the dirtiest card we got, and we did find some cards we can abuse with it. Tooth and Nail is what? Gonna find Kozilek and Sundering Titan, hopefully most of the time. Otherwise, it's like Primeval and Deranged Hermit. So there's times where Tooth and Nail's not gonna be as good as we want, but I think this is the best build I can do with it. I wish it was a little bit better, I guess. But I think it's going to have to be satisfactory for us. So, alright, I guess this is the deck. We'll run it like this, and we'll see you round one.